Greetings and welcome to the Healthy Sales Chick Show. I am Nancy White, the host of this show, and we're so glad that you are here. As my dear friend Paula Fellingham always says, we welcome you with open arms and open hearts. This show is all about the healthy mind, body, and spirit. And we're always going to be learning something about nurturing all three of those different areas. So I want to also mention to you why I have these amazing glasses on. I'm going to be a part in sharing with you just in a little bit about what it is and what they're for. So again, we are so grateful and happy that you are here. We know that this is a time for you to learn some great suggestions, some great information on nurturing that mind, that body, and that spirit. After all, we want to be happy and healthy from head to toe. And just a quick question. I want to ask you, do you think your cells might need some refreshing a little bit? We need to make sure that we're nurturing, again, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits to get healthy, but maintaining. And maintaining is always that fun adventure of life. But everything that we do always starts in this amazing computer that we have between our ears. Today, we're going to be talking about boosting immune systems, how important that is year-round, but especially certain times of the year, we might need to pay a little bit more attention to that and do a little bit more. So, to get a better understanding, let's first just reverse engineer some factors that can influence our immune systems. These are a few things that really do affect our immune system. And even though they may not be being exposed to viruses and all these different things, but stress, poor sleep, poor quality of diet and what you're putting past your lips, maintaining a healthy weight, there's that word, maintaining again, getting it adequate sunlight and sleep, and getting exercise. So first, let's just talk a little bit about stress. When we say the word, we automatically go, oh, it's just one of those things, but there's good stress and bad stress. But people that are under chronic stress day in, day out are prone to more frequent and severe viral infections, such as the flu, the common cold, vaccines, and we get a lot of exposure all the time. So of all these types of stress, and when you have changes in your health from routine stress, it could be really the hardest to even notice at first. It's like one of those things that silently just keeps on gnawing at you from the inside out. And we, as women especially, we are such stuffers of emotions, and we don't handle stress sometimes. But we all know that we either handle stress or it'll handle us. It is associated with the 6 top killers in this country. But we want to make sure that we're doing our very best and learning great ways. I share a lot. You may have heard about the B&R, the bless and release, releasing those things we have no control over. And sometimes we might need a little bit of help or some techniques. Be more than happy to share those with you too. Another area is poor sleep quality. Adults, which most of us all are adults, we need 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. And there's 5 important health functions that occur almost entirely during our sleep. And that's helping our memory, our consolidation of thoughts, our organ repair, and neurogenesis, our brain development, muscle recovery, and growth. So sleep is so important. Good sleep is. Another area is our diet. And one of the best ways to improve your health and your immune system is, again, to maintain a healthy weight for you. You don't have to look like Barbie or Ken, but be your healthiest size. And know that everything that crosses our lips becomes part of us within 36 to 48 hours. So eating an anti-inflammatory diet is great. Alkaline versus acidic foods. and avoid a lot of processed, nutritionally bankrupt foods as much as possible. And if you ever want to list a cheat sheet for alkaline versus acidic foods or anti-inflammatory foods, just send me a message and I'll be happy to send that to you. Thinking about, consuming more of the fruits and the vegetables, whole, organic, and sprouted grains and proteins that, again, are not highly processed. And unfortunately, again, a lot of times we have bankrupt food, so we do have to supplement with some things, especially as children are growing up, for the ionic minerals for their brain development. Those are all things that we need to take into consideration. And getting adequate amounts of sunlight. And that's where we're going to talk about these amazing glasses by Viva Rays. And I'm going to put the information at the very end of it, how you can find out more about it. But sunlight boosts our mood, and scientists have found that sunlight may affect our central nervous system, our functioning primarily regardless to our serotonin levels. And serotonin is an incredible neurotransmitter hormone that allows our brain cells and other nervous system cells to communicate with one another. And we need that very much. So sunlight plays various roles in our sleep, our eating habits, but it's known best for our moods, and it's a great stabilizer and gives us a feeling of well-being and overall happiness. Sunlight can help you sleep. And again, it has a great pivotal role in regulating our internal clock. This clock is known as the circadian rhythm, and it dictates our behavior based on time of day, like when to fall asleep, when to wake up or eat. So I'm going to share just a little bit about these amazing glasses that I met the inventor, Rowdy, of Viva Rays, and they came in this incredible fun box. But I love this inscription. It said, "Sunshine, a good laugh, and a long sleep, always nature's greatest healers." Again, so these glasses have 3 different lenses for the 3 types of light we're exposed to and during the time of day. So these day ones have a little bit of yellow to them, and it also is great for using when you're in front of your computer. You can use them for driving. You can use them from all kinds of things. And you even get instructions with it, so you don't have to remember any of this. But the next set of lenses are really cool. They're magnetic. So you have the base, and then you can put the magnetic one on. And these are called eaves. And these are great for using during the evening. And it blocks out a whole list of kinds of rays and different things that could be harmful to us. And then, the magnet's sticking really good. Then the last lens, I love using these at nighttime when I'm winding down and I'm watching something just for fun. So these are the sleepers. And they're so pretty. Everything has like a red tint to it. But when you watch TV and you use these at nighttime, it helps you sleep even more deep, sound, and it helps with the melatonin in your body. There are so many incredible things. You would just be so fascinated, and I'll make sure I put the link in it so you can learn more about it. And he was so kind and generous. He created my glasses for me with readers in them. So when I look down, I can read, and when I look up, I can just see through the clear lenses. Another area that is going to help with our immune system is getting adequate exercise. Remember, we either move it or lose it, but exercise, studies have shown those who participate in strength training or working out regularly, we build bone and muscle. We have a stronger immune system and more efficient lungs, blood pressure. And you know what? It also counteracts weaknesses. And I will tell you, for people that combat depression, walking and exercising are one of the best things and are always promoted for helping. But it's really important for us to warm up before we begin a workout. And warming up considers of light cardiovascular exercises as well as stretching, excuse me, that increases the blood circulation. That's called warming up. And so we want to also let it help us to prevent injuries. Excuse me. Mm, that fun little tickle. Okay. Mm. But I really encourage you, find workouts that you enjoy doing. And maybe it's me talking, but find different ways. I love holy yoga. I love working out with weights. You can use a lot of resources to find out about different exercises. Nutritional supplements are another wonderful way to boost our immune systems. Again, like we've said before, all of our food has really become a lot less nutritional for our bodies. But there's a lot of products and supplements out there that you can research and check. I have been researching for 40 years, so I can share with you some that I feel are really good, but I know that you do also. But when you look at ingredients for your immune boosting, check out elderberry, echinacea, golden seal, astragalus. C and D and zinc are very also great to keep your immune systems built up. And if you do get a little bit of a cold or a virus, you can increase them. Don't increase them to where they're a toxic level, but you can increase them and find out what you need to do. Again, if you've got viruses, flu, or whatever, one of the best things you can do is let your body rest and recover. And again, if you just want to just talk about finding out ways for you to just stop for a few minutes and evaluate your current health and your current stress levels, check out my website. I've got 2 great quizzes, one for your health and one for your stress. It's self-paced, and it'll also give you results and also healthy suggestions. So if you want to find out a little bit more about counterbalancing a lot of things we're under with stress, or even finding out about your health, just make sure that you join or go to my website and click on that to be able to get your own self-evaluation. So building up your immune system does not just take a pill. It's not just, sleeping well. You need to do several things. Again, it's very important to be continually washing your hands with soap and water and making sure that you are doing things to clean. But, we don't want to get so clean that our own immune system doesn't fight back and come against germs. But thinking of different ways, again, for your immune system that we talked about as far as combating stress, I think first and foremost, find those ways that you can release the anxiety, you can release those things that are causing stress. We talk to ourselves all the time anyways. Ask yourself, is this something I have control over? Is this something that I really want to affect my life in a negative way? And if that answer is no, and you can't handle it by yourself, that's when you reach out to a dear friend or a counselor, somebody that knows how they can help you to let go of the things that you really don't have control over. And the things that are bombarding us all the time, we are now living in a combative stage. We're getting bombarded in our minds, our bodies, and our spirits every single day. So it is so important every single day to take those action steps, to do those things, to keep your immune system built up. Teach your children, pass it on to the next generation, because those are valuable things that we can teach and let other people know about simple ways, natural ways. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, would love just to share with you some techniques that I have learned over the year too, just to relax before you go to bed. And if you need a little bit of a natural sleep spray that has a little melatonin in it, get in touch with me. I'll share with you something that I have been using for 15 years off and on. It's not that I need to have help every single night, But there's some nights that my brain just chooses not to shut down, and I just spray my sleep spray just once or twice. And within 10 minutes, I go to sleep, and then I wake up not groggy. But again, I do know our recovery time is in our sleep time. And again, another area is that exercising. We have to make sure that we're finding those ways to exercise at least 5 times a week, 30 minutes. And when we do that, you can increase your longevity potentially by 5 years. So when I'm exercising, I love to tell myself 5 more years, 5 more years, things that we can do to increase our longevity. That's part of our own self-care. That's our healthy living lifestyle. And I believe we're going to continue to do our best, and God will do the rest. And thinking about ways that you can help do things fun as a family, work on meal planning together, get outside and get just 10, 15 minutes in the sunlight when you can. And we've heard a lot of times, sometimes people will get, sun lamps in areas that they don't have sunlight. And that is perfectly fine because, again, at the end of the day, it's you taking care of yourself. We will love talking with you more in the coming weeks about some great subjects that you can, again, put to use and to share. And I will ask you to join us the next time for more support for your healthy mind, your body, and your spirit. And contact me. I would love to hear what you're doing that are great immune builders for you and boosters. I am a lifelong learner. I love learning about new ways. But until that time, I want you to check out the other Win-Win Women shows for great resources. Thank you again for being with us. I am Nancy White, a 30-plus year researcher and developer of natural healthy lifestyles. Be blessed, and remember, take care of your temporary temple until you receive your permanent free maintenance one. And we will always be available on this great platform 24/7 on Roku, Fire Stick, Amazon Prime, and the Win-Win Women TV. Thank you so much.